All right, so I'm here with YG. YG, how old are you?
I'm 23.
23. Are you originally from Arizona?
Yeah, born and raised.
What part of AZ?
I'm from Phoenix, Maryville, West Phoenix. Yeah, West Phoenix.
What's your current situation right now? Are you homeless?
Yeah, I'm homeless, bouncing house to house, in and out of hotels. You know what I mean?
How long have you been homeless?
Honestly, bro, it's only been like 10 months, G, to be real with you, cause like I got out of prison like 10 months ago, and it's pretty much been since then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, bro, that's pretty much it. Like 10 months, bro, to be real with you.
What'd you get locked up for?
I got locked up for they hit me with theft of means of transportation, like getting caught in a stolen car.
Yeah.
They got me with trafficking, stolen property, selling something that was stolen. And then they got me with armed robbery with a deadly weapon, but it was actually armed robbery that I didn't do. I took the blame for it, but I also got, you know what I mean? I got blamed for it and I took the blame for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't do it, so I kept the G, you know what I mean?
Well, you took the blame from one of the homies?
Yeah.
Did that fool at least look out for you when you were locked up?
Nah, he doesn't even know right now, honestly. And then the dude who got robbed, right? In the beginning of the police report, he was like, so my lawyer first told me I was getting hit with an armed robbery, right? I was like, hey, well, I'm taking this shit to the box, you know what I'm saying? Because if the motherfucker come to court, oh, the shit came undone, but
let me click.
Because look, so I'm like, look, I'm taking this shit to the box. Because if the motherfucker who got robbed sees me,
yeah,
he gonna say it's not me because it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I ain't finna be a rat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stick to the G code.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna take it to the box, and she like, hey, well, I'm gonna give you a police report. You can read it. You mean? And we'll go from there. So I read it, and in the beginning police report, he's like, it was all a blur. I was scared for my life. I can't identify the suspect. So I read that. I'm like, oh, I'm in the game, right? I get to the end of the police report, and I ended up selling the phone to a paisa, right? But when I got it, so my homie hits me up and goes, hey, I'm at the food stamp office on 59th of Bethany, right? And he goes, hey, YG, you know anyone that wants to buy a phone, you know what I'm saying? And I go, yeah, like, I want to, you know what I'm saying? Because one of my hustles right then was flipping iPhones. I plug it into my iTunes, unlock it, sell it for profit. So he goes, hey, bro, be careful with this phone. I robbed someone at gunpoint, you know what I mean? Be careful. So I turn it off, boom. Post it on offer, whatever, $500. Long story short, some paisa pulls up. It's like, this isn't an iPhone 8, it's an iPhone 7, but I give you 300. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll take the 300. Boom, he leaves. Calls me back, says the phone's stolen. I'm like, ain't no refunds, homie. Gives it back to the owner, but when I turned it on to show the dude at work, it popped a picture of me. Sent it to the owner's email. Like he said, he can't identify the suspect, right? Yeah. But then he get this picture of me sent to his email, so now he got a visual of me. You know what I mean? And then they put a lineup, right? So they put a lineup, put two different lineups. One with my girl too, because my Hina was right there with me when I sold it, you know what I mean? She handed him the phone, he handed me the cash. So she got charged too at the second degree. I got it at the first degree. So look, so they put a lineup, right? Two different lineups. I'm number 5 in both of them. The paisa that sold the phone says he sold me the phone. The dude who got robbed, you'll never guess what he says to me, bro. Well, he says in police report, right? They say, so who was this? I'm number 5. The dude who got robbed, never met him in my life, right? Says, it was number 5. I remember him from the night of the robbery. Can you believe that, dog? So when I read that, I was like, wow, bro, it's his word over mine, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much that right there, bro. And I signed a plea for 4 years in DOC with 3 years IPS. You know what I mean?
What is IPS?
It's intensive probation.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you end up doing the whole 4 years?
I did yeah, they gave me 4 flat. So I did 8 months in county, and I did 4 years in prison, you know what I mean? And I started as a juvenile, you mean? So I kind of grew up in there, and I was on a 4-yard for like 2 years and 8 months. So most of my bit, I was on a 4-yard where we're locked down most of the time, you know what I mean? So I got on a routine, kind of just work out, just get my mind right, bro, work out, you know what I mean? Watch TV, write some raps. That's pretty much it, bro. Get on a routine and make my time fly as fast as I could, bro. And I got my GED while I was in there. So
good, man.
I try to just really do something with my time rather than just sit there and, you know, waste it. You know what I'm saying?
How was your experience in there? Was it violent in there? Was it chill, mellow? How was it?
For the most part, on what I could speak on, you know what I mean? Because obviously, you know what's up, you know what time it is. It obviously can get violent, depending on the situation. But it get violent if we have to, you know what I mean? You call someone a bitch, that's automatic fade. You mean, whether you like it or not, whether it was playing around, he calls you a bitch, you gotta take off on him. Yeah. I've seen a couple stabbings, you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of crazy things in there. I've learned a lot of good in there. I've learned a lot of bad. And I also lost a lot when I was in there. You know what I mean? I lost my lady was still with me, but she was with another dude when I got out and came right back to me. And you know what I mean? I lost my little brother to the blues. I lost a lot of things, but it also made me the man I am today. Which, yeah, I'm homeless and stuff like that, which sucks, but I'm way more wise, way more intelligent, way more mature, and I'm way more smarter. And I'm just overall, dude. I'm a whole different person in a positive way, man. And
well, that's good that you at least took some positive out of that experience, bro.
Honestly, if I could go back and not go to DLC, I want it, bro. You know what I mean? I want it just from what it's done to me, man. You know what I mean?
So you parole or you
probation,
parole, right? Or you
probation.
Got out on probation?
Got on an absolute discharge, yeah, probation.
In California, when you get out of state, you actually parole. And when you
right. But that's the same thing here. So if you get sentenced to DLC, right? Like you just get sentenced to like let's just say 5-year DLC, but they don't give you a probation till. Yeah. Then you would get released on parole for however long. You mean 8 months, and then once you do your parole, which parole is a Arizona Department of Corrections officer. You know what I mean? And then probation would actually be like the county. So if you get they tell you we want to give you probation too, then you just got to deal with probation. Parole is with the prison. You mean to say you got 8 months parole, and you're doing good for 4 months, and you violate, you got 4 months left, you got to go. Therefore, you got to do the 4 months on the yard. You know what I mean? With probation, it's they violate you, and you go to county, and then they decide whether they want to reinstate you or take you back to prison, do the rest of your time on probation in prison, reinstate you, let you get our county time. That you know what I mean?
So when you get out on probation, where do you go? Do you go to like a halfway house, or what do you do?
When you get out on probation?
Yeah, like in your situation.
It's really like if you have nowhere to go, obviously you gotta look for a halfway house or something. But like, if you have somewhere to go, then you can just. You mean 3 months prior to your release, your PO is gonna hit you up like, hey, bro, I need an address. You know what I mean? Because I need to do background checks and stuff like that. See what's up. See if you'll be able to go. So at that time, 3 months, my girl had got out. I had 3 months left, and she didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? She didn't have no probation or nothing. So I planned on going to live with her. And when she first got out, she was hitting me up on my tablet on the yard and writing me letters, making everything look good, you know what I'm saying? Because I know she still loves me. I still love her. We've been together for 9 years. 10/9/2013 is when we got together. And she's out there doing her thing right now too, you know what I mean? And so 3 months prior to my release, they wanted an address. And I gave them my Sueda's address, you know what I mean? My mother-in-law's. And it got accepted, so I went to go live with my mother-in-law. But when I got like a month to my release, that's when my girl stopped answering the phone, stopped doing this, and that's when she left me for another man, and you know what I mean. And that's when she stopped answering the phone. So when I got released, she was already living with her new man. You know what I mean? And they already got released 3 months prior. So first day out, I'm in the front yard drinking a beer. You know what I mean? Happy to be out. You know what I mean? So happy. I'm sitting there in the front yard, man. I'll never forget this day, man. Sitting in the front yard just thinking, man, I'm so happy to be out. I can't believe it. I mean, I waited 4.5 years for this day. But something's missing, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it was my lady. That was the most number one thing I was looking forward to getting out to was her, man. And she wasn't there, bro. She was with another man. I just remember sitting there thinking, she's really with another man right now. So that kind of broke my heart, but I also learned from that too, and that made me stronger. You know what I mean? And it's all a learning experience in my eyes. So what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how was your childhood growing up, bro?
My childhood growing up, honestly, bro, it was pretty rough, man. My mom, to be honest, she was never really there for us, man. And I'm gonna say for the first like 10 years of my life, I'm gonna say it was just me, my dad, and my brother, right? So me and my brother Dylan, my dad, and my dad, he had me when I was born. My dad was 53 already. He was born in 1947. He was in the military. He was a Navy SEAL. You know what I mean? He fought in the Vietnam War. He had me when he was pretty old, man. So, that being said, he was already having sicknesses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it was me and my brother, and my dad growing up, and he was always in and out the hospital. My mom was never there for us. So my sister Jenny would always come over every weekend and help us out, and that was my favorite sister, man. So she helped us out. So she lived with us too for the most part. I remember me and my sister Jenny were so close that when I was little, man, and I used to wake up in the middle of the night and cry. You know what I mean? Because I wanted juice in my sippy cup. You know what I mean? I would be like 1 or 2 years old or whatever. She'd go get me juice, and she'd come back and I'd tell her, "Thank you, Mom." That's how much she'd help me out, man. I honestly thought she was my mom. And she used to tell me that when I got older all the time. You used to call me Mom when you were younger. You used to call me Mom when you were younger. And yeah, so growing up was pretty rough. My mom was never there. My dad raised me for the first 10 years. After about like when I was about 9, turning 10, that's when he really got bad and really started being in and out of the hospital. And I got siblings, so I got 2 brothers right now. My brother Dylan is older, I'm the youngest, and then my brother Scott, and then I got my sister Sissy. They're all older. Got my sister Sissy, which is my sister because she got the same dad. Yeah. And then I got Sissy, I got Alicia, same mom, different dad. I got Sissy, Alicia, and Amanda right now. I did have Sissy, Alicia, Amanda, Jenny, and then another sister, which we called Big Alicia, because one was from my dad, one's from my mom. So Big Alicia, Little Alicia. So I had 5 sisters. 2 passed, 1 passed to breast cancer. And my sister Jenny, the one I used to call Mom, March 4, 2017, on 67th Avenue in Indian School, she got murdered by her boyfriend. Well, one of her boyfriends. It's a long story, but basically, by her boyfriend, she's at the wrong place at the wrong time, man. And that was like my mom, so that had a big impact on my life, too. So growing up was pretty rough, man. My dad raised me till 10. At 10, he got real sick, dude. He was getting to the point where he was passing away, so he went and bought a house for me, my brother, and I went to live with my sister and her baby daddy, which is Jenny. So Jenny raised me from 10 to 18, basically 17. And I went to go live with her and her baby daddy, and I lived there for till I was about 15 or 16, right? Then I get with my lady, freshman year of high school. And you know what I mean? I meet her mom, and her mom's a single mom with $5 and a son. And their dad, my girl's dad died the same year my dad died. So that was something we had in common. And I actually ran away from home because I hated my sister's baby daddy, to be real. I hated him, dude. He'd always yell at me and hit me, and I just hated him, dude. It was just, you know what I mean? I couldn't take it no more. And I ran away, and I went to go live with my lady's mom. And I was a ward of the state, so my sister was fighting to become custody, so I was always having problems with CPS.
At what age did you become a ward of the state?
Once my pops passed at 10.
At 10?
Yeah, so my sister was fighting for guardianship.
YG, do you mess with any substances right now?
Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie.
You mess with the blues?
I do.
How did you end up messing with these blues?
I ended up messing with the blues?
Yeah.
I started with prescription perks, you know what I mean? Just tried a perk one day. Sniffed it with the homies, liked it. Started doing prescription perks. Got a job at the car wash being a salesman. I'd run into plugs and stuff that had pills. I'd give them a free car wash to give me pills. And just progressed from there. Yeah. And then how I got introduced to the blues was I started doing the prescription 30s because I liked how they made me feel. They were much stronger. So I had a plug that would just sell just 30s. So I had to get 30s from every day. Tips from work, whatever, every day. They were $20 a pop that day at this time. This is back in 2000, I'm gonna say early 2016.
And now they're like what, $1 a piece?
Now they're like $1. You can get them for $1.50, $5 the most. I mean the most is $5, yeah, $4, $3. And so I was doing the 30s, man. And I would do it. I'd get three of them a day, do them a couple with my lady, you know what I mean? Crush down one, sniff it. And one day he pulls up and he goes, "Hey, man," he goes, "I know you crush down like a whole one at a time. You know what I mean? You do your thing." He goes, "These ones are different." He goes, don't when you crush down this one, don't do the whole thing." He goes, do a little piece of a piece. He goes, because these ones are different, man. They're killing people. I hate to see you die. He goes, so don't do it. Don't do a lot, man. He goes, I honestly really don't even want to sell you this one. He goes, but like, if you do a little piece of a piece, like, the high is good, you know what I mean? He's like, just trust me, bro. He's like, I know you think you got a high tolerance and you can handle it, but he's like, don't let your pride get you killed, man. He's like, promise me you'll do a piece of piece. I said, I promise you, bro. I was like, matter of fact, I'll do it in front of you. So I do it, and it hit me, man. And ever since some day, I would tell him that I want those ones. And it just progressed. It went from 1 to 2 to 3 to 10 to 15 to sniffing them to smoking them. And then I went to prison, right? Early 2018, I went to prison. And I was doing them. I was bad on blues. I get out of prison, dude. And my second day out of prison, dude, the devil was with me, bro. I wanted to do a blue. I went to the strip club, was going through it about my lady. Yeah. Went to the strip club, got drunk. You know what I mean? Fucking went back to the house, smoked a wax cartridge, and sniffed half a blue with my mother-in-law, man. And died, dude. And woke up in the front yard to the ambulance hitting me with Narcan, bro. My second day out of prison, man. I died for 2 minutes. I woke up in the front yard. Last thing I remember, dude, is sitting at the table and telling my mom, damn, Mom, I'm fucked up. She said, I just hit the ground. Boom. My little brother had to give me chest compressions. He was breathing for me.
They were doing CPR on you?
They were doing CPR on me. I was purple. They were giving me chest compressions. My little brother was breathing for me. And I just hit the ground. And the last thing I remember was saying, damn, I'm fucked up. It seemed like 1 second from me saying, damn, I'm fucked up, to waking up to the ambulance, seemed like that. Damn, I'm fucked up. Waking up in front of the ambulance. And I just remember sitting up, and I was seeing tunnel vision, man. And everything just felt so weird. And I slowly started to see ambulance drivers,
so
man.
They told you passed away?
Right, I started to see ambulance drivers. And I started to realize, wow, there's ambulance drivers probably like, hello, welcome back. I mean, do you remember taking fentanyl? You just died. You died for 2 minutes, man. You're lucky to be alive. Do you remember taking fentanyl? I'm like, no. They asked me where I was and stuff like that.
So
you know
when you passed, did you feel anything? Did you see anything?
Honestly, I didn't see nothing, bro. To be real, it was just pitch dark. Yeah. It was like when you go to sleep, you know, and you don't have a dream. It was just like that, to be real, man. And honestly, when I came back to it, I could say I felt death. I didn't see nothing, but I felt death. And dude, it's a crazy feeling, bro. It's so relaxing. It's peaceful, bro, honestly.
And how long after that did you pick up the blues again? Because you figure that by you going through an experience like that, you would be so scared that you don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
But how long did it take you to do it again?
Honestly, how long did it take me to do a blue again?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, bro, as soon as I got back from the hospital, bro, honestly.
Damn.
I got back from the hospital, I went to sleep, but the next day I was doing them, bro. And honestly, it was more of, I was scared when I came out the hospital, right? I was scared to do them. I had a crazy experience. I remember, dude, when I was in the back of that ambulance, man, I remember the first thing that was going through my mind, I was in the back of that ambulance. Oh, so look, when I sat up, man, I was going through it, the was leaving my body. So look, I would just feel super weird, right? And I'd get the chills about every 5 seconds. So I'd go, and it hurt. And I kept telling, I felt so weird. It's so scary how I felt, man, right? Felt like if I was still gonna die. So I kept looking at the ambulance drivers. I kept telling them, help me, sir, help me. Please help me. Like, we're gonna help you, man. So they took me to the hospital. I'm in the back of the ambulance, and I just remember thinking in that moment in time, all them stories you hear about people dying off blues and your little brother dying off blues, you were just almost one of them, man. Yeah. And I remember just thinking to myself, man, like, you need to quit this, dude. And them thoughts and feelings went away, dude. As soon as I went home, it's the devil, man. It's the devil. That's all I can say is it's the devil. And he got a hold of a lot of us out here, bro. It's crazy, man. You see everyone on them, bro. Moms, kids, children, nurses, everything, bro. It's crazy. Because when I went to prison, man, it was hard to find them before I went to prison. Now I get out and everyone's on them, bro. I got released to a whole other world with Corona and everybody on blues. It's crazy, bro. You could literally walk to Fry's. You could probably walk to this group of people right here. and ask who has blues, and I guarantee you 1 or 2 of them will ask you how many you need, man. It's just crazy, bro. Yeah. What this world's come to, and it's sad, bro, because I'm speaking on it and I'm on them too, and they got a hold of me too, and I'm no better than anyone else, but it's sad, bro. That's all I can say is it's sad, man.
If we have any younger viewers watching this interview and they're thinking about trying blues or running the streets, what kind of advice would you give them?
Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. I'm telling you. You may think that you may think it's cool because you see everyone doing it, or your older brother's doing it, and there's all these beautiful women and you see all the cool kids at school doing them, or all these pretty girls, and you think it's cool. It's not cool, man. I think them could kill you like that, bro. And I learned from experience. I almost died, as you heard. My little brother died last year off of them. And you could do it once and you're hooked, man. Once you're hooked, it's over, bro. Well, it's not like weed or anything like that. If you don't have them, you're sick, man. Your body craves it. You'll do anything to get them, bro. So my advice for young ones is just don't do it, bro. Take my advice. I've learned from experience. Just don't do it, bro. You guys are smarter than that and better than that. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Please don't.
All right, YG. Well, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it.
You're welcome, brother.
Are you okay with me using this on my YouTube channel?
Absolutely.
And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you, do you have any social media where they can reach out to you, like Instagram, Facebook?
I got Facebook Messenger, yeah. On Facebook, it's Messenger, it's the same thing. Basically, it's a capital YG, the letter YG, space, capital A, lowercase CTIN, capital U, lowercase p, YG, space, acting up.
All right. Thanks, YG.
All right, man.